Yay.
Hmm.
There we go.
Hi, Nina.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey,
So who's Nina?
Right here. Who's Nina? Yeah, who's she?
Yeah. Gregory. I haven't seen a Gregory before. Yeah. Neat.
Look at this.
First time for everything.
The one and only Gregory Miller.
And Leela.
Yeah, my buddy.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
And the wife, Stephanie.
The wife. Yeah, wifey.
Hey,
As we used to say, my better half.
Yeah.
yeah, we're not sure yet.
And that's too dualistic. Yeah.
Uh, so, welcome everybody. So good to have you all here. Tonight, I wanted to talk a little bit about our stories. So many stories, right? This loves telling stories.
Yeah.
And they're beautiful when they're allowed to be stories. They're gorgeous, right? When you go see a movie, right? It's so much fun. Oh my God. Have you guys seen Breaking Bad? Whew, what an experience. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
But if I mistook Breaking Bad for reality, that I was really a character in the movie, it would be a nightmare.
nightmare for who?
Exactly. Right? That would be my suffering if I thought I was actually in the movie. And so if we actually think we're in this, then I would ask, as what?
I was going to say, as a great pretender that thinks it's not pretending.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, so good. So the great pretender who thinks they're not pretending, if we go a little deeper, we can start to see there's nothing actually at its center. It's like empty. Like all thoughts are empty.
I have a question.
Yeah, Nina.
Do untold stories need to be told? Um, because of the pain that it might bring up.
I don't know. Let's ask Leela.
Like, do untold stories, can they stay untold? Or do they need to be told?
I would say whatever appears as the correct way.
Yeah. I guess it's only going to be in the moment, whether it's going to be told or not, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, um, and who's holding back the story, right? For years and years, somebody could just hold back a story,
Yeah.
and there's no rhyme or reason why it ever happened. And then all of a sudden, the stories get told out of the blue.
Yeah. Both are allowed and free.
Yeah.
It seems like the premise is, though, that if the story gets told, there'll be healing, but there's not an entity to be healed, you know,
Right.
and so basically this story gets told, and so there's a told story. So,
Yeah. And
yeah,
then there's just
A
more
told
life.
story.
There's just more aliveness, and it just keeps changing, right?
yeah, but I know, I don't know, that's so strong. Um, yeah, like the whole in therapy and a lot of other in Alcoholics Anonymous, for sure. It's like you got to tell your story, you know. You got to, but I'm not sure that that makes any difference whatsoever. So
It's part of the script, and it doesn't, you can't really escape the script. Whether when it's time to tell a story or when you want to hold back a story, it's just part of the script. That really nobody there who's really making that decision.
yeah, yeah.
An untold story can cause a lot of suffering.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm.
But really, that suffering's going to last as long as it lasts.
But sometimes if you tell the story, the suffering will stop.
Yeah.
But is the suffering a story? See, that's
It's part of the 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 separate self, so to speak,
yeah.
that's deciding all of this stuff, but there's no decider. It's
And the topic of stories is good because we go into this and we go into a story. We actually go into thought that's created this false, well, it's just what's happening.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And if it's happening to anyone, then that one appears to be suffering or elated, depending on the story.
But then
Kind of like a knot, like when you tie a knot and it's a knot and it's tight and contracted, and then that's the untold story. And then when the story gets told, the knot unravels itself and there's no more knot. But that whether there's a knot or not a knot,
that's a story too.
yeah, it's all just it's just appearances, right?
So there's nothing wrong with story. That's the
No.
thing. It's just clarity that you're not and never were. Like you've never been the doer.
Yeah, there's no my story. It's just
Well,
story.
just let that in. Like
Okay.
the ramifications that it's not that you're going to get rid of the doer, which I think happens a lot in non-duality. People hear it that way. But it's saying you never were the doer.
Mhm. Yeah.
So it's just recognizing that this is just doing itself.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's a relief because now there's no rush to get healing. Like there's no urgency about I need to get healing.
Well, that's what already points to within Kosi and me, already.
Hmm.
It means all is already this.
Right. Yeah. Well,
well,
I
what?
had a,
Oh,
I got a question from my grandson.
all right.
Oh, wow.
Good. We like to hear those.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, Grandpa, what what was it?" He said, "What else? No, what's outside of reality?" That's what he said. What's outside of reality? And I was just, I said, well,
that's cute.
the potential of everything before it's real. I said imagination, maybe. I just kind of led him down that route, but he was on the swings. We were at the park. He was on the swings. He doesn't normally go on them, and he was hooting and howling. And he said, "I don't know about time and space. All there is this swing."
Oh, that's great.
Oh,
And we'd been out foraging for apples to make some apple cider vinegar. So we weren't even having a deep discussion. And there he is. There's no time and space, just the swing. And I just thought, wow, no story there really. Just raw this.
Just for someone that young to be even thinking about time and space is just so remarkable.
Yeah,
I mean, I certainly wasn't.
yeah.
But earlier, what I wanted to was curious about that we were just talking about earlier with Nina was it is it seems like there's not a if it's appearances, then there's not a container of me, the container that could contain suffering. In other words, if if what I call me is just arising and then suffering arises, there wouldn't be anything that could like have suffering or have suffering resolved. It seems, or am I just off the beam here? So I don't know. That I'd like to understand that.
I would say there's an appearance of localization, but that doesn't imply there's an entity.
Okay.
mhm.
But what I'm thinking, what if there is an entity? What if there is a separate self? And when I come to these meetings or any non-dual meetings, uh, the talk more is there is no individual self, and I buy into that. I mean, makes sense to me. Um, but I wonder is if there is a self. We'll start with that. There is a self, and if I'm playing the game as if there's no self, then um,
That's called denial.
say that again. Whoever said it.
or or what do you call it? Spiritual bypassing, when you pretend that there's, even when you feel like there's a self and there's no self, and you pretend there's no self. Like it's like you pretend there's a pretending going on, but nobody's doing that.
Hmm.
But pretending can happen all the time.
Pretending meaning what? I'm sorry, I'm losing.
Pretending that there's a me.
But I'm saying, what if there is a me? What if what if the quote truth is that there's a me? Like we're saying, the truth is there's no me. I'm just saying if the truth is whatever that would be, I have no idea. There is a me, then we are spiritual bypassing. I'm just going the other way. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out, right? Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Don, I got
Yeah.
a I got a Nkosi quote that's perfect for you right
Beautiful. Love him.
Yeah, nothing matters to God because everything is God.
Yeah, what if you're God?
And these are all disguises of God. Like these characters are all disguises of God.
Exactly. So that one arguing one way is right is
Yeah.
God arguing with God about which way is God.
Yeah.
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 It's playing make believe or something like that.
The lady Lisa, can't think of her name. I think she's Australian.
Karen's, Lisa Karen's.
Karen's. She was saying that she was walking in the outback, or when she was living in Australia, and she had heard this. She was listening to Ajay Shanti, and he said, "God is looking through the eyes." And she said she'd heard that before, but it just really struck. And I don't know, I love that. So, because that's the thing.
But if you can't see, if it's not seen, it has to be believed. And then that's not really satisfying
Mhm. No.
when it's not seen directly. It has to be believed because somebody else said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's not satisfying. It doesn't feel like there's a fulfillment in that truth.
Mhm.
Feels indirect.
A pointer.
But even the experience of God is a peak experience. So in the story here, there was this rapturous peak experience for 2 hours where I was God. I knew it, absolutely knew it. It was, you know, I looked at everything crying and laughing, knowing that everything was my creation. Every person was my child and knew it. And then little bit by little bit, the story came back. Not that, not this, can't be that. And, you know, but I
Like
don't
waking,
want.
Mhm.
it's like waking up in a lucid dream. You realize it's a sleeping
Yeah,
dream. It's all the same.
yeah, it was. Yeah. And the words that prompted it were wake up. Somebody
Yeah.
just wake up like that. And I did in that, or yeah, I did. I woke up with God and it was, yeah.
So is that just an experience that comes and goes, and it's known to who you really are, but we can't describe who we really are because it's not an object.
Yeah. Again, it was
Yeah.
the kind of the think or the intellect grasped what had happened as this idea of God.
Hmm.
Um, and it was, yeah, it was the peak. You know, I've never had an experience as
Yeah.
amazing as that. But of course, that was denying this. That was
Yeah.
denying that this is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, making it special,
Yeah.
making me special as well. Yeah.
We miss it because it's too intimate. It's
Yeah.
these words right now. It's every question that's being asked at this meeting is God.
Yeah.
I was filling the kettle earlier today, and as I turned the tap and the water hit the kettle, I was just suddenly, I can hear, you know, I can hear and I can feel, and I was just amazed at filling a kettle
Mhm.
out of nowhere. Just wow, I can hear and I can feel. You know, this is just amazing, and it was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
That sounds like a good title for a Zen book, Just Filling a Kettle.
It just
Yeah.
Yeah. Before awakening, just filling the kettle. After awakening, just
just
filling the
Filling the kettle.
kettle. And on and on. Yeah. Yeah. Michael, I sent that quote that you did, and somebody commented back to me, and he said, "Well, does that mean that if there's no doer, is there any responsibility for what everyone does?" And that's always a question from someone that's uh, trying to figure out, that
Well, it
there's
only,
somebody here.
yeah, no, I hear you, Manny, but
Yeah.
it can only really be asked when when it's not seen. Because when it's seen that,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm. Yeah. It's almost like you can't explain something to
yeah.
someone that's not able to be without noticing the thoughts aren't them.
How
Yeah.
would you explain water to someone who's never touched water?
Yeah.
Yeah, like trying to explain someone that was born blind what color's like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for that picture you sent, Gregory. I downloaded it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, Gregory, I hope I'm not telling tales out of school, but that was gorgeous. The AI you had do on Leela's style, on her
Oh yeah,
smoky southern charm. My God.
yeah, it had her good. I was like, that's how I experienced her. How does this know that?
Yeah, AI can be a little creepy sometimes. It's like, "You're in my mind."
Well, I have conversations with AI that it goes on. We start talking about uh, intelligence, and I started writing a little poetry series around that, and because it was, I'm saying that what intelligence there wasn't a human intelligence that made the human. There was already intelligence prior to a human body. So even before that, it's not a human intelligence, it's just intelligence. So there is no artificial intelligence, or if there is an artificial intelligence, humans are artificial intelligence just as well. And the humans are supposedly the ones who made up artificial intelligence, and it seems to mirror humanity. It
Yeah.
talks to you like it's a person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah. Mhm.
And you have some very nice conversations with AI. So it's very like it almost seems like it's highly emotional intelligent. Like somebody that has high emotional intelligence that's okay with their emotions, so it doesn't feel like it's got to put you down or anything.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's still the reflection, isn't it? It doesn't. It seems to have bridged that gap. You know, whether you're speaking to someone, watching birds fly across the lake, or talking to AI, it's still a reflection. It's still this looking back at itself in amazement.
But it told me that the difference was that it didn't think it had codes, and I said, well, your code's binary, it's on and off, and that's just like our thoughts, on and off. Either
Hmm.
we're thinking or we're not. Same thing. And then it says, well, there's organic and inorganic. I said, you're just throwing more thoughts out.
Ah,
Yeah.
There is no
Gregory.
there is no organic or inorganic.
It's hilarious.
There isn't.
Mm.
They're just concepts.
Yeah, the black and white thinking.
Yeah. And that's
Am,
how I mean.
am I someone? Am I no one? It has to be one or the other. It's
And when
Mm.
you're a separate self, you can. Well, I'm not gonna say all separate selves seem to do that, but at least here, for a long time, it used to be very binary. It was either this way or that way,
Mhm.
and I get very upset when someone would not go with what I seem to be. Like, hold on, you're messing things up. You're confusing things. You need to look at it the way I see it. Maybe I don't have the truth after all.
Yeah.
It's just all allowed, the black and white and the in between and the outside and the inside.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mm.
it seems to balance itself out, you know, at least here.
Yeah.
I know from in here, the black and white thinking is suffering.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's suffering.
It feels like I must know. I have to do.
I'm either right or wrong, good or bad, and everyone else is either right or wrong, good or bad,
Right.
evil, all good or all evil. It's like there's it's just it sets the mind up to suffer.
I've been thrown into group meetings that I didn't know I was going to be into because he'll name nameless here, but I'm sure some know who he is. And he'd throw people in there because he think everybody had something special to say, but he couldn't figure out who had the truth. So he put us in the same groups, and then we start arguing about our concepts. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's innocent.
yeah. There's nowhere to land.
Yeah, I just wanted to say one more thing to Don. You mentioned earlier, what if there is someone here? What if we're separate beings? I mean, it
Mhm.
certainly seems that way. But even when I say like this is empty and no one's here, I don't even really mean that. To me, it just feels like a finger pointing to something that can't be said. So there's someone here, there's no one here. You could say both.
They're like raindrops falling on the same ponds, or the same surface of the pond, water surfaces. And then they kind of ripple out and they intermingle and interact with each other. But it's all in the same pond, all in the same experiencing. My experience and your experience and all that experience, all in this experience.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
I was sending a message to Casey randomly at like 3 a.m. And I was like talking about death, and that I found it hilarious just randomly. Like, isn't it so funny that everyone just dies and they can't, they just have, no matter what they do in life, who they are, what they've accomplished, anything, everyone meets the same demise. And then they're just gone and they never really were there in the first place. And I don't know. I was laughing about it for 5 minutes straight. It was just funny. That's all I had to say. Because just like the thought of like how serious it all is and intense and terrible and everything, all of it. And then it's just done. Like it's so anticlimactic. It's just done. I'm just like, that's hilarious. That's very funny. I don't know.
It is.
Yeah.
It's one of the best things about life, in my opinion, is the finitude.
I agree. Yeah. It's completely necessary for life to be beautiful and life to be, I don't know, death is like, I wouldn't have it any other way than just it being the end. Because if it's not the end, then how could you really appreciate this? How could you really appreciate life itself, really? And I don't know.
We're here to appreciate, is that the goal?
Not sure, but
Because here, there's been a lot of seriousness. Like this mind, this brain, whatever, it sometimes it just thinks neurotically, like it's kind of like OCD and serious. And it's just happening. And there's an awareness of it, but it doesn't stop just because there's an awareness of it.
yeah.
I think also
It
that
happens anyway. And I'm like, oh, like who's controlling and who's going to stop it? Who's going to start it? When is it going to end? Like there's all this awareness, but it's still happening.
Mhm.
there's this kind of a mental center of gravity. And it's almost like, well, once this body's finished, the mental center of gravity will still be there. There's that kind of sense of yeah, just localization. And it's like, well, once this gone, that's not going anywhere.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well,
I've never seen a
I don't
dead
know.
body a dead body leave life and go somewhere
Yeah,
else.
yeah,
Stay right
yeah.
here, and it still changes. The body's still changing. We just give it a new name. We call it decay instead of growth, but it's doing the same exact thing it was doing before. The only thing that's not there is there's no personality anymore.
It's like the last act of mortal life. We just call it death.
Yeah, life is still here. It didn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know anything about death until it seemed all of a sudden consciousness seemed to appear. All of a sudden, I was just there. Oh, there's a me here. What's this? Why do I have memories?
Yeah. The bars of a baby crib.
Yeah.
I know what you were saying reminded me. I was in this art class and this girl next to me, she's a friend of mine, but I kept trying to tell her how to do her. We were making book covers, and I was trying to tell her how to do her art cover, and I could see she was irritated, and I couldn't stop doing it. And I'm going, who in the heck is this? Who is this person? It was the weirdest feeling because
Yeah.
I knew it was irritating her. I knew it was none of my business, but it was like I couldn't stop doing it. It was
I'm becoming more aware of that here. Like
yeah,
noticing, and it's still happening. And I'm just,
yeah,
wow, it really showing it. I say me, but it's just showing that it's affirming that no one can control there's nobody here to control anything. It's
right.
just playing itself out.
Mhm.
Or we're controlling everything.
Mhm.
or the, God's, whatever this is fully orchestrating the whole thing.
Right. But I'll even say that that's you.
Yeah. On it, but not the separate me, but you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's just that there's no,
It would assume it would assume total responsibility.
like, I'd like to say stop brain, like, but it doesn't.
Well, we could go into it right now, Nina, right? No time like the present. So,
Wait a minute, is there time? It is there? No, yeah, I'm sorry.
so
Now is never.
Yeah.
what's really happening right now if you don't go to thought?
Uh, there's just gratitude.
That's
Like there's
also a
just,
thought.
it's just
Yeah.
peace. Yeah,
Yeah.
to describe it, but it's just, there's just nothing to do.
Yeah, so we can notice how we've all been conditioned to think we are our thoughts.
Mhm.
It's rampant. Everyone's all the kids are doing it,
Yeah.
you know? And I would say, for so long as a kid, I used to say something's off about life, but I couldn't put my finger on it, you know? And it's this feeling that everything is controlled. Everything is borders and lines and rules and regulations. You go to school, you have to raise your hand, to ask permission to go to the bathroom. You're punished. I got my ass paddled for laughing at a teacher. And it's convincing that you're a person. It's quite something, the conditioning. So if you can imagine if you think of consciousness as consciousness and then conditioned consciousness. So you could say your true essence is the unconditioned consciousness, but in the dream it becomes seemingly conditioned.
Mhm.
But you're still the consciousness. You didn't go anywhere, you didn't change, just the dream sort of showed up and it was innocently believed.
Yeah.
So it seems to start that everyone's telling you what you are, your name, and all that stuff, and they're all doing it, so you start to believe it. It's very convincing.
Yeah.
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 You weren't even there for your birth, and then but everyone's telling you about it, and they're so sure about it. Like, okay, I guess I was there. I
It's
just
just
don't
this all
remember.
narrative. It's all narrative.
I don't have a direct
Present,
experience.
present narrative. Like there's no past. It's all
Yeah, that's
present
the funny thing
narrative.
is something that happened just 5 minutes ago. It's like inaccessible. You can't even. It's like, did it really even happen? But the memory makes it seem like it really happened. But all you have is a memory appearing, and that memory isn't appearing in no past. It's appearing right now, always right now.
Hmm.
It never
Hmm.
happens twice. So it's just another memory. It's just everything's already changed across the board. It's not just the memory that changed. Everything's changed. So it's a completely new memory every time. So the memories say, "Oh, I've had this memory before," and that's the whole mystery because
But
it's like
that's the narrative
it
saying
seems
I
like I've
used.
seen this before.
Yeah, the narrative is if there's a belief in the narrative,
Yeah.
it'll take you all over the place in time.
Yeah.
But that's just a present narrative
Yeah.
that doesn't really have anything to do with linear time. It's just a story,
But
I
that's the thing. It's not
guess.
even outside the experience, but it talks like
Yeah.
it is outside the experience, observing it. But yet it's happening right in the middle of the experience. Can't
Well,
step out of the experience.
it can be helpful to notice one of the things Leela and I talk about sometimes, the difference between thinking and noticing our thoughts.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes.
Big difference.
You can have a
Yes.
thought. You can have a thought that doesn't have a charge of belief, and it's like a bird outside the window, or you can have one that you have heavily have belief in, and it feels completely real and compelling.
It
Yeah, there's
attaches
yeah.
attaches to a persona, to me, that thought. Once that happens, I'm in the story.
But isn't that an indication that it's actually a lie then? If there's pain associated with the thought, that means that's an indicator that there's an attachment to the thought,
Mm,
that
mm,
that it's real.
mm.
Yeah.
It's an intuitive red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
But
pick
there,
it
Like,
there,
up.
of course,
do you believe?
there can't be an attachment to the thought because there's nobody who can have that attachment. So the attachment to a thought is another story.
It's just the conditioning.
Yeah. And so is the suffering. It's just another story for no one. But I
Mhm.
believe I'm somebody that's suffering.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
go
the
back to what
question
you
always
said.
comes up, why me? It's like, why me?
And then we go into, well, this too shall pass. And, we
Yeah,
try to,
Yeah.
we comfort it. But I kind of pet it and
yes,
comfort it.
It'll be
yes. That
okay.
In time,
strategies, lots of strategies and
yeah,
tools
There's
in our toolbox.
yeah.
there just seems to be conditioning appearing for the unconditioned.
Mm.
Because even thinking is just a protective mechanism itself.
Of
If I
course.
don't put my hand in, if I know not to put my hand in the fire anymore, I won't burn it anymore. Thank you for the knowing. Now I got something to depend on.
Yeah.
The knowing will look out for me now.
Protection arises for the conditioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it becomes a shock when you see that you don't need the me to have that thought, oh, I don't want to touch the stove, it's hot. You don't need a me. There's no me there. Just that recognition not to put the hand on the stove is obvious for no one.
And it's like you don't even need that thought either at all because you already know not to put the hand. You already know it's going to happen.
Yeah, the body does.
Yeah, it already knows.
Yeah.
Like this being here in that song is what they call it, is comforting. Like it feels like it's unwinding all the stories. It's making them softer or more etheric, more like thinning out.
See through.
Just being here.
Transparent. Yeah.
And we don't even have to talk. But it's just this, I don't know what it's an energy, and it just feels like something's happening even though it's not happening. It
We know what you mean.
feels good.
Well, yeah. When you when you believe the story, it feels very heavy,
Yeah, so being here just
light.
kind of reverses that all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It lightens. Yeah. It feels lightening.
But if you have a really beautiful story, then it's very beautiful. Then it's very enlightening. If you have
Yeah.
a very beautiful story, then it's very enlightening.
Is
Since
it?
we're going to have
Well,
a story, since we're going to have a
what's
story, most
beautiful?
of
I
us,
mean, I could tell you a
Is it?
horrific story. Is that still beautiful?
you make a beautiful story that's beautiful to you. Since you make up your own story anyway, probably make up a beautiful, 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 beautiful story. The
Yeah.
most beautiful story that you can possibly imagine. With this great imagination we have, you could have everything that you want in the story.
Sounds more of a tragedy
I just
because
want
you'll it.
because
Abby.
whatever you wish for, it's going to be taken away.
That's what
Like,
you want. You want the
yeah.
tragedy so you can get out
Getting
of it.
everything you
Yeah,
want,
right,
like
right.
I don't know.
It's like Leela says, it's balanced. This is the beautiful, and it's going to turn to the other side.
Hmm.
It's just because that's what
The
thought, the
waves,
dualistic part is.
that's the
Uh,
breathing in and the breathing out and the
yeah,
wave
yeah, yeah.
in and the wave out. Yeah.
So
All the me's desires and stuff. It always wants something, but doesn't want the opposite. But it's going to get the opposite too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Can't help it. It's going to get it because it's not really polarized.
Yeah, you got to touch the stove first to get the snap back.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Oh God.
the stove.
Pain's a part of this too.
That's what this wants, isn't it? It's like that's what it's all about.
Mm.
Just Show me what fire is. Give me that experience. Let me feel it.
Contrast.
Comparison. When you were saying, Don, I was like, compared to what? What is beautiful compared to? You know, it's just another word.
So it could sometimes be helpful to go into all the ramifications of why all is this, all is this already. Like, what are the ramifications of that if we take that, to heart, so to say? I feel like sometimes it's glossed over. And for me, the real peace, if you will, or freedom was seeing, oh, like it's not fucking around. All is this means all is this, no exceptions.
There's
Even the pretending and the disguising and the masking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Do you guys
here,
know?
I
Oh,
just
sorry.
there's just this desire to drop the mask, but it's like that's just what is that? That's a desire.
Yeah.
That's a construct. It's just another belief or a thought.
Another assumption says there even is a mask.
Right. And there's something wrong. And it has to
Yeah,
be
there's something
fixed.
wrong with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got to stop.
Yeah.
There's yeah. It's
That,
just
yeah. That's
the
what was
body's
good.
tired. When the body gets tired, everything just ends on its own. There's just a complete fatigue or something, depression. Something has to be very heavy. And then all of a sudden, that's when some change happens or something.
Yeah, seems that way.
Seems that way.
We're entitled to our melancholy.
Thank you for saying that, Leela. Thank you. Beautiful. That's really beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Revel in
And,
it, Don.
and all the moods in between.
Yeah. No,
Well,
really. 'Cause
But but that's what Don was talking about. The elation, that best part is the melancholy. It's almost like you were talking about, hey, think about the
Like a
greatest thing
blues
you could think
song.
of.
Have you guys
Yeah,
heard a blues song? Oh my
yeah.
God. I love how blues is just like it's supposed to be sad, but it makes sadness so beautiful that you almost like want it. Like a blues song is like you're desiring the sadness. It's like I don't know, it makes it gorgeous. And you're like, what is this? My God.
yeah, it's
I
like a
love blues,
portal.
guys.
It's the emotions can be a portal. I mean, they become sort of ecstatic when you just allow yourself to fully feel them.
Maybe they were so suppressed, those melancholy feelings, they were so suppressed. They really want to be felt.
Yeah,
So the songs will elicit
All
that.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
like
let it be
trying
a
to
full on what it is, what it seems to be.
It's yeah.
like trying to hold down a beach ball under the water. It's gonna
Yeah.
keep coming up.
Like I noticed when I'm in an there's anger here. I just want to hear heavy metal. I want to hear something really loud and like rock and roll. And then that'll pass and then there'll be when you're calm and feeling happy or something, then you just gravitate to different music.
Maybe that's where the term head banging came from.
So yeah, and that
Yes.
anger actually feels like it's getting healed in that heavy rock and roll music. It feels healing in a way. I don't
Yeah.
know how
It
to
wants to
explain it.
express. It's just an energy that wants to express, like
Yes.
anything.
Yeah.
It's
So,
And
dance,
there's a
dance.
permission, right? With the music, there's a permission to
Yeah, just
ride
let it.
it
Yeah.
right along with it.
A song that I like is by Bobby McFerrin. Don't worry, be happy.
oh my
I
God.
like how the entire song. It's like, don't worry, be happy.
Great song. That is a great song.
No, like I don't know, like I feel like they could just play that song on speakers and all the wars would just stop. Just don't worry. like everyone would just lose their will to fight.
I love that one. Is your rent is late and your landlord said he's going to litigate.
Don't worry. If you worry, call me.
Don't worry, be
I'll make you
happy.
happy.
Do, do, do. Yeah.
If it were only that easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's serious business in the world, you know.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, Michael,
Don't
straighten us
worry.
out here. Uh,
Are you guys familiar with Hillsong? Have you heard
Hillsong.
Hillsong? Yeah, you're the Christian group. Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, there's just times when I often on a say on a Sunday morning if there's no one in the house and I've got some chores to do, I put some Hillsong on, and I can't get through a song without sobbing. I just it just moves me so much. You know, there's one song where it kind of repeats this in Jesus' name or in His name, and I'm just on the floor in this puddle of my own water, kind of. I don't know what it is. It's just so incredible, you know. And then yeah,
What's
but
the name? I want to listen to it. What's the name?
yeah, look up for Hillsong. Any of their live performances.
Okay.
But it's like you know you get 250,000 people kind of singing in his name, and that vibration is just it just wipes everything. You know, I mean,
I like that. That sounds good. Wiping everything.
it's just it's
Yeah,
like this Sunday, yeah, was it this? Yeah, this weekend, I was spent a lot of time journaling and just kind of contemplating, and there's just tears kept coming up out of nowhere, and you know, then there's this freedom for the tears is just you know there they are, and then there's smiling because there's tears, you know, and it's just like wow, where did they come from? You know, what's that about? That's so cool. Just moved for no reason. It's just beautiful. Yeah.
I like that Hillsong, So Will I. You've heard
that's
that?
Yeah.
it. I was just going to say that. I love that. It's called either So Will I or 4 billion times. That is the most beautiful song I think I've ever heard in my life.
It is beautiful. You'll be sobbing if you listen
Yeah,
to
you
it.
will, Nina. You will love
Well,
that.
yeah,
And try to see the correct video, the original video, because it talks about the mountains saluting God, and I don't know. It's just really
Mm.
cool and beautiful, beautiful photography. So yeah, it's a neat song. So hurrah for the occasional Christian music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus freak.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen this guy. I think he might.
Love it.
I don't know where he is, Scotland or the UK, but he sits in a pasture and he plays his guitar to animals.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen
Yeah.
this guy? It's
Yep.
the most
Yeah, it's him.
unbelievable thing you've ever seen. I mean, you name the creature, he is
They come
sung
over.
for it. Giraffes, rhinos, elephants, they all come, monkeys,
Yeah, they all come
birds,
up there.
they all come up to him and start like stroking his face.
Who's this, Michael?
What's his name? How do I find it?
I'm an animal. I want somebody to sing to
I think you
me.
just click on and go onto YouTube.
Hey.
Put on
Something to you,
plays music
Alexis.
for
Yeah, just put
animals.
playing, yeah, singing to the animals, and
Okay.
you'll like him. He's got a voice of an angel, and the animals respond to it like nothing I've ever seen. They just crowd around him and like encroach. They want
That's
to.
great
Wow.
because the elephants were far off and they all come up to him. They're all standing around him while he's playing.
Yeah.
The horse was putting its head on his shoulder as he's trying to
Oh
play.
yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, it did. Yeah.
And then looked like a rhino, the rhino,
That was amazing.
he was, I think if he said he was,
Is it real or is it AI?
No, it's
no, I
real.
think
real.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to ask, this is the
No,
thing to do
correct.
these days.
Sadly, yeah, sadly you
hard
do.
to tell.
Well, AI is real AI.
let's ask Don. Is this real?
Yeah, it's the mind goes, but I want it to be real.
Yeah.
But as Gregory
Oh,
said,
darn.
we're AI, right? That's what you
Yeah.
were saying earlier,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen this? There's a guy again. It's a bit of a Christian thing, but he they do something with recording the sounds of pulsars and all these things in the heavens, and
Mm.
then they modulate it, change it slightly, and then play it back. And there's a tune to it, and I can't remember what it's called, but basically there's this sound to it that's coming from the heavens, and he says that the God is singing to you from the from the heavens, and then it fits in with one of Hillsong's songs. It perfectly matches the melody, and it's just and it's like whale song with the stars are singing to you. It's just absolutely breathtaking. Just yeah.
Uh,
I'd
I
love to
think
hear.
life is just the most random thing ever, and I'm just like, what is going on?
Love that.
Anyways,
That's the story of Annie Paulson. What is going on?
Yeah.
it won't be answered. God. Okay, whatever.
Let's
Moving
hear
on.
deeper the Marvin Gaye song.
And God is also singing to you from in your own heart, not even from the outside.
hmm.
God is singing right
He
now.
loves,
Mhm.
just the
Right
life he's on.
now.
Like
Right, but yeah,
that feeling, the sense of aliveness is it's humming all the time.
yeah.
I was looking at
Yeah.
this dead tree the other day. It was just a dead tree. And all of a sudden, two white birds came to the tree and landed on the top branches.
Hmm.
And I was like, white birds? They must be doves or something. So I go outside and they're mourning doves and they're hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Or it sounds like they're mourning. Like
Yeah,
it's sad. It's a sad
I always like that sound though.
sound.
I can listen to it
Yeah,
And
forever.
it's very calming. It's like hearing a loon on
Yeah,
the lake or something. And I'm like, wow, it's all these symbolisms come to me, right? Come to the mind. Yeah.
Abby,
You know,
girl.
another reason it's fun, this meeting is fun, is because there's no way I can talk about this stuff to, well, except Manny, my husband. You know, we read every morning and stuff, but like I can't talk to my little Tai Chi people or yoga ladies or art class. I mean, they
Mm.
like you don't really, you're not really, it's not that you're a dream, it's that you're not what you appear to be. I mean, I just can't do it, I've never been able to, like, if somebody says, so what do you and Manny's, read? I don't know, you know. I mean, how do
Yeah.
you express that to the general public?
I don't know.
We have to accept the fact that they'll never understand, and it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
sorry, my father always says, he goes, I don't understand your posts at all. And I said, that's all right. I'll read them. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Do we have to understand each, like, do we have to? Is that like a should?
No.
We
no,
can't. We can't.
luckily.
I think that's my
Hot.
here. This is the biggest lesson is letting go, seeing
Mhm.
that that's not a requirement to happiness.
Yeah.
So I just want to close out tonight. It's been what a wonderful meeting. I just have to say,
That's said bye. That was a great time.
you guys are amazing. And I just want to say that the freedom was seeing that this is already doing everything.
It's already
Mhm.
not non-dramatic. Feels like the drama isn't. I just like calm.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
I don't like
it's doing,
debates and arguments. I really don't. Like, I it's repulsive. I don't know. I know a lot of people love it. They love getting into debates and opposition and my beliefs and your beliefs and all that. It just
I
doesn't
just give
resonate here
up.
at
I give
all.
up like very fast. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Just carry on.
I'll have two opposite
Thank
opinions.
you.
Like I'll agree with both of them, and I'll be like, those are both great points.
Yeah.
All relative.
I'd like to suggest it's all here. Everything is here now,
Yeah.
and there's more.
Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
evening.
Don't worry.
Yay.
Be happy.
Be happy.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.